Everybody, this is Fabrizio Martini, co-founder and CEO at Electra Vehicles. We're gonna walk you through our journey coast to coast with our Electra Beast.
Pietro, working as a technical solution architect in Electra, and I had the pleasure to co-pilot Fabrizio during this journey from Boston to Las Vegas.
So Pietro and I are not new to a in-vehicle demonstration. This is our second one. Because the first one we have done it about 6 months ago. It was mid 2024, where we got a Fiat 500e full electric, and we drove from Turin, where Electra is the subsidiary and the office at the OGR of Turin, Italy. We drove all the way up to Paris, and then all the way up to London, England, to bring the Fiat 500e with our Brain for Batteries installed to a conference called Move. That was a very successful demonstration, but we wanted to step up the game and not only be the first one in the world to deploy a machine learning at the edge to improve battery performance with full cloud connectivity, but we wanted to step up the game and do a American coast-to-coast trip. So the team has been working hard to procure one of the most iconic vehicle ever existed, that is a Tesla Cybertruck. In this case, it's a Cyberbeast. So it's a 900 horsepower, and you will see probably later on a couple of pictures on very high acceleration and so on. But the first one we are seeing here are the start of the trip. This was in December, the end of December 2025. And we are here in Boston, where the Electra is the headquarters. So Pietro stopped by to pick me up.
Exactly. So I was in charge of picking up the car from one of our colleagues, and we started from where everything started at Electra. So this is the old office. So I also had the pleasure to see it, and then we start driving. So in this demo car, we had our team installed 2 of our products, which are running embedded and are continuously transmitting data to our cloud and learning from the driving that we were progressively making, getting better and better and offering enhanced performance all over the trip. From the first instance, from the first trips, we were able to see that the data were uploaded and new models, fresh models were downloaded back in the vehicle. Our system was full functioning and was able to receive and correctly control the battery to increase the performance.
This time with the Electra Beast, we installed additional products and additional solution in it. That was great to see not only one aspect, not only the EVI intelligent display range expert, but we also install EVI 360 adaptive control, that is our embedded SOXC within the vehicle. And then we also had the EVI fleet analytics as we will show you. But in addition to the additional products and solution installed in the Cyberbeast and the Electra Beast, we actually started a trip with the same environment of the previous one. There was a heavy rain. So we have seen a couple of pictures of heavy rain the first day. So the departure was the same. We started from the same Electra office, one in Italy, Turin, one in Boston, where we have the headquarters. But the first day was rainy. So that's probably our common aspect. We always get rain at the first day, heavy rain.
Tradition. The next, I'm pretty sure 90% chances that will also be rainy.
It's all about AI. It's learning that we are gonna leave for an in-vehicle demo. It's gonna rain heavily. What do we see here? So we see some games. We actually left December 27, 2024, heading to Las Vegas. And we went through about 14 states in 8 days or so. And this was the first stop. I think where were we? We did Massachusetts, we did Connecticut, and we did Pennsylvania the first couple of days, right, Pietro?
Yeah, that's correct. I think here we were already in Pennsylvania. So beautiful state full of forest, and you can see here. Of course, during the trip, we didn't just, drove the whole time, but we were working a bit as well, especially in the mornings. But also we took the chance to explore a bit the country, right? So we wanted also to simulate, of course, what a normal driver would do. So we were on the highway, but as well we were also taking some country roads to see also landmarks that we spotted along the way. So you can see here we stopped at wooden bridge, typical of the area, and we also had the chance to stop at a church. Very scary experience, but also very nice. It was a church with a graveyard, and we were driving through the graveyard in the night, seeing something moving in the woods. So very, very nice and scary. But we also had the chance at the end to see the stars and the sky. In Pennsylvania, it's pretty dark during the night. There's not so much light, and it was very beautiful and awesome.
The fact that we went in the countryside made us experience the limited charging station. So we had to rely on the number of miles and kilometers left that the Tesla Cybertruck, Cyberbeast was providing us. And these were really one of our product, that is EVI Intelligent Display Range Expert, really help us out to remove the anxiety that Pietro and I could have experienced in a countryside with the graveyard and churches and so on, abandoned churches and so on. So our solution was able to tell us how many miles was left in the battery pack with a very high precision. So we could rely on that in order to make sure that we were able to reach the destination on time and with some energy left in the battery. So even the countryside that was a bit scary and with not many charges opportunities, we knew, thanks to our solution, we were able to reach a destination, and we never ran out of juice and battery. This in-vehicle demo with Electra Beast has been sponsored by 4 great sponsors, starting from Goodyear, AWS, Sella, and Endeavor. They are great sponsors that believe in us and believe in the technology and believe in sustainability. So they were able to support us along the way. And during the trip, we were able to stop by one of the Goodyear service where we met great people there, and Pietro will talk more about them. But we were able to showcase great synergies between the companies. Goodyear has a platform called NGO, that is a preventive maintenance platform that helps users of Goodyear tires to maintain and replace the tires with some automatic scheduling and so on. And thanks to Electra, they are able to enhance their services that they provide to clients with some better insights as well. So there is a strong synergy and a strong collaboration between Goodyear and Electra, and we're very happy to stop by one of their service provider and take a couple of nice shots and a great chat with them. But Pietro, if you want to share more.
So we stopped in Toledo at one of their services where we had a scheduled appointment, and we met a very nice guy there. He's a manager. His name is Tyler, I'm pretty sure, to finally provide to the customer 360 services, which is taking care of both the vehicle in terms of mechanical and hardware maintenance, as well as battery electrical maintenance that we, as Electra, we are offering in a complementary service to them.
I would say why preventive maintenance is important, specifically for electric vehicles, is because batteries are very challenging to understand how they behave and how long they will last and so on. And Electra has a solution called EVI Fleet Analytics that helps to monitor a fleet of batteries or a fleet of electric vehicles and recommend and provide insights on which vehicle might have some distress or might have some issues with their battery packs up to 3 months in advance. So thanks to our algorithm and a machine learning AI-based algorithm, we're able to predict any potential failures on battery packs up to 3 months in advance. And this is very useful because it increases safety. So we're able to monitor, thanks to our fleet analytics platform, the health of the batteries of the Cyberbeast or our Electra Beast, and monitor that was in very good shape, very healthy. Of course, the vehicle in this case was new, but in general, we help fleet manager, fleet operators, and OEM to manage their fleet and make sure that their batteries are healthy. And if there is any issue, tell them which vehicle might experience a distress. So we can provide 0% failure, 100% safe solution and fleet. So there is a strong partnership with Goodyear, more to come soon. So stay tuned for those news. But we believe that having a guarantee that the battery is healthy and it's safe to drive, it's something that we feel very proud of, and we are bringing to market via great partners like Goodyear and so on. So EVI Fleet Analytics is really a very powerful platform. It's a cloud-based platform that can enhance any batteries, whether it's for stationary storage application, industrial machinery, robotics, hybrid and full electric vehicles, and more. So anywhere there is a battery, it's important to monitor the state of health of the batteries, the remaining useful life of the batteries, and monitor if any potential shutdown or explosion or fires might catch, and so on. So it's a very scalable platform that can be deployed in multiple verticals. In this case, of course, we are demonstrating on an electric vehicle, but it's battery powered. So anywhere there is a battery, EVI can help. And then we celebrated this big news of 100% safety with the New Year's Eve. So Pietro, if you want to comment, what did we get? I was very excited, wasn't I?
Yeah, of course. There are proofs of your excitement, but we are not showing them here. No, I'm joking. But yeah, we had an amazing. I mean, if you refer to the evening, we have an amazing evening. We were hosted in Louisville. And yeah, it was great evening with a lot of nice people. So we got to listen to some R&B and dance with these amazing people. I actually want to say something, let's say on the algorithm performance. So it was the morning after New Year's Eve. So the weather was pretty cold in Louisville. And we left, the vehicle in the parking spot of the hotel with, I remember, around 30% battery. And it was quite a big surprise to see that when we got back to the vehicle the morning after, it was not 30% anymore. It was actually 15%. And I was, what happened here? So it was quite interesting to notice that the algorithm used by Tesla, so the standard one, was actually a bit faulty in the way that there's been a big jump in SOC estimation, probably due to the cold weather, and as a driver that was not such a nice experience, because made me think about the reliability of these standard techniques. While after we just powered our system, we could see that our algorithm was keeping a consistent state of charge estimation. So that's something that you want to have for both functional reasons, in a way that finally improves the performance of the vehicle entirely, as well as for the driver experience. So we want to rely on the vehicle. We want to be sure that when we charge, is actually charged, and we are able to do a certain amount of miles.
Yes, and I would add, thank you, Pietro. I would add that Electra's algorithm are machine learning based, and what we have showcased is that we have 99% plus accuracy of the state of charge at the beginning of life, middle of life, and end of life, throughout the entire life of in this case, the electric vehicle. So the opportunity to leverage machine learning and AI and very accurate digital twin of batteries is to have an extremely accurate state of charge in every instances, including when the temperature drops or when the state of charge drops or at the end of life of the battery pack. So this gives you a very high confidence that you have enough energy to reach the destination at any time, and not having big jumps of state of charge, whether it's 20, 30+% of jumps up and down. So after the first 3 states, Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Pennsylvania, we did a New Year's Eve, great night, vehicle fully charged, and we went to additional 3 states, Ohio, Kentucky, and Tennessee. We stopped by along the route to a couple of spots, including a very nice distillery. That was great to take a couple of nice pictures. Pietro, do you want to share?
Jim Beam. Yeah, this was the Jim Beam whiskey distillery. Was actually, I think, the whiskey something related to R&D. So that's maybe where all the nice whiskey that you guys are consuming has been tested, engineered, and developed here.
We felt very inspired. That's why we wanted to stop by.
Exactly. And and then we had also the chance to stop in Nashville, which is the city well known for hats and boots. So I remember everybody there was wearing these cowboy hats and the boots. Fabrizio has the one here as well. So everyone was wearing like he was a cowboy, and was pretty cool to see, to breathe what was the real American culture and the real American somehow hair, and the mood that this was bringing. And we stopped along a road which was full of bars. And it was really nice because each one of these bars had live band playing in it. So there were, I think, on this road 40 bands playing at the same time in different bars. Fabrizio, what did we do there?
Yes, we felt very local thanks to this hat for sure. This Pietro's hat, so I need to carry back to you because to me it's a bit large. But no, it was a great, live music, great people, great vibe. We left the Electra Beast to recharge in full and, before continuing the trip. But great vibe over there, great talented musicians. We met a couple of Italians as well. That was a great evening as well. But then the day after we moved from Nashville, we moved to Memphis. Let's talk about Memphis.
The bird city of Elvis Presley. So we decided to leave a typical day of Elvis Presley, starting from the breakfast, of course. So we visited the restaurant where Elvis Presley used to go probably every day, mainly, and try one of his favorite dish, which is
peanut butter, banana, and bacon sandwich. That was what Elvis Presley was eating every day. That's what they told us. So it was his favorite sandwich. A bit on the heavy side, definitely delicious, but quite heavy.
Exactly, with pancakes as well. So let's say it was pretty filling. I didn't have so much hunger for a couple of days.
And we felt very inspired because as Elvis made a history in music, Electra is making the history into electrification and sustainability for batteries and electric vehicles and more. So we felt very, very inspired. We asked a lot of questions about the history of the place, about Elvis, and we also want to leave a big remark in the society with our technology and solutions. So that felt very good. And then we continued the trip. So that was a spot, the actual Route 66, that we were able to take a chance to bring the Electra Beast into the Route 66. And there was an actually gas station in the 60s or so. So it was showcasing how the gas station was, the office, where you could buy some snacks, where you could fix your car, and so on. Here we are, you see, you could buy a couple of drinks. It was very basic, but again, very inspirational for sure. Going back in time, and we brought the Electra Beast there. Of course, we didn't have to have gas there because it was fully charged, but we stopped by. Here we are, with Electra Beast, trying to simulate a quick pit stop. To Memphis to continue the route on the next couple of states, and we stopped by Arkansas. There was a beautiful little town called Little Rock where we met a couple of friends there. There was a great evening there. Very nice spot to stop by. And then, of course, we did, after that Arkansas, we stopped by Oklahoma and Oklahoma City, and then continued to Texas. So Pietro, what did we see over there? It was a very nice spot, actually. Very beautiful places.
So along Texas, we stopped by Cadillac Ranch, which is a point of interest along the highway, and an installation by some artists, represented by different vehicles, different Cadillac in the ground, are standing from the ground, looks like they're emerging from the ground. And you can see that they are painted. They are painted because people stop there and bring their own spray to paint the vehicles as they want. And you can see there's a thick layer of paint in each one of the vehicles, probably a few centimeters, even 5 centimeters even of paint.
And if you think about this, shows a couple of things. One is, of course, the expression of everybody sentiment and their artistic behavior and aspects, but also kind of simulates the hand of the ICE engines or the regular ICE vehicles. And so we have seen a big shift to electrification. You know, numbers of hybrid and electrics continue to grow up, and of course these vehicles have made history, but as we said before, it's kind of the past, and now we're moving to a future that is more sustainable, and we leave this ICE vehicle to more artistic matter. So we see here 2025, that was a brand new paint for sure. After leaving Texas, we went to New Mexico, and we were able to stop by Albuquerque where Sandia National Laboratories is. Of course, we also stopped by the Enrico Fermi Museum. That's a military base. We're able to bring the Electra Beast very close by. And of course, during the trip, we are continuing to collect data, retrain the algorithm, learn about my driving style and the environment and the performance of the batteries. But this was a very good stop because, of course, history was made there in a good or bad way or so, but there was a lot of research and development and innovation happening. And with Sandia, we have great relationship, not only personally, but also professionally with Electra, in the sense that Sandia National Lab is one of the best laboratory to test new technology batteries. They capture a lot of interesting data. They bring the battery to explode to understand the limits and so on. There are a bunch of open source data sets that a lot of people around the battery industry are leveraging. So Sandia is a very advanced military lab where they test very advanced technology, and we're able to bring the Electra Beast next to it and take a couple of pictures. Of course, we thank Sandia for releasing those open source information, but again, we felt very inspired by the vibe that you could feel there, all the innovation, all the push on research and development. So that was great. While we were showcasing some of the performance of our Electra Beast with our solution fully integrated on. This was a very nice spot. We took a couple of beautiful pictures and video, and we actually took the acceleration test.
That was the first acceleration test because all of our colleagues told us to not put the Electra Beast in beast mode, but just drive it normally. I say, I don't know, this I cannot guarantee I will do it. When you are in the middle of the desert on a straight road, it's stronger than us. Like we have to see what this vehicle is capable of. So that's when we put the Electra Beast in beast mode, and then we buckle up, and then we started the launch control. So it's doing from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 2.5 seconds. And as soon as the vehicle started, I could hear everything that was in the trunk or in the back of the car moving, opening. But but it was awesome. Really fun. Let's say 5 seconds, 6 seconds of acceleration. So very cool, very cool.
But honestly, we have done it to take data and train the algorithm, right, Pietro?
Yeah, of course. Everything was for collecting data.
Everything for science. And then we continued the trip to meet our head of people, Danielle, that you can see here in a very beautiful picture. We were at Flagstaff, so it's in Arizona. So we went from Texas to New Mexico at Sandia National Lab to Arizona, and we stopped by Flagstaff. Very high elevation, so we also collected data going uphill about 7,000 feet or so next to the Grand Canyon. But it was a great evening with Danielle. She showed us around. We had a dinner to a very nice spot. Pietro, do you want to recall us the music there?
It's not exactly the spot you would imagine for a business meal. The music was very metal. I cannot recall actually the genre, if it was symphonic, death metal, or just normal metal, but it was really metal vibe.
I wanted to say that the next stop from Flagstaff to Grand Canyon really show us the power of EVI, of our brain for batteries, because it was we compared the charging path that Tesla was recommending us to do and the charging path that Electra was recommending us to do, and we were able to reach the Grand Canyon with one less charge. Do you want to share that experience?
Reaching the Grand Canyon was actually fine. The problem was when we were there, and we wanted to go west to reach Las Vegas, and from the Grand Canyon. What Tesla was suggesting us to do in order to reach the next charging point on the west side was to actually go back east to charge where we came from, and after that continue our journey west, because otherwise we wouldn't have reached the next charging spot. So this would have resulted in much more time for driving, because we had to drive back at least 30-40 minutes, and also additional time for charging. So what we did is that with the range expert, we were sure that we would have reached the next charging point on the west. So instead of going east and west, we directly went west, confident of the fact that we would have reached this point, and doing that we saved one charge for sure. We saved time, which for me I think is one of the most important things, especially when you are in a hurry or you are on a already long trip and you just want to reach destination as efficiently as possible.
Yeah, this was a great showcase of our technology and solution compared to the incumbents that was telling us to do 2 stops, going backwards, do a stop and then go forward, do another stop. Whether EVI told us to go straight to the destination with 1 stop only, so we're able to cut in half the charge in that case. Overall, for the entire coast to coast, we cut 33% of charges down, and that was great because we saved over $350 in charging, as well as Pietro was mentioning, less time to go to the charging spot and connect the vehicle, and then less time to wait in the charging station. So we save a big time in money and time, thanks to a more precise algorithm that can really tell you how many miles you have left in the battery, or how many kilometers you have left in the battery. And it's a very powerful solution that can guarantee you to reach destination on time with the minimum amount of charges. We call it EVI, Intelligent Display Range Expert, and it's based on the EVI algorithm that is our brain for battery. So that was exciting. The Grand Canyon was breathtaking, right, Pietro?
Is the most amazing hole in the ground that I've ever seen. So it's really great. You just by being there, you realize how big it is, and it's you can see the other side on a clear day for sure, but it's incredibly big, and it's incredible to think how did nature manage to make this beautiful thing. and it's great.
And here we really like combine nature with artificial intelligence. You know, Electra has been working on a artificial intelligence solution for batteries for the last 7-8 years, and of course the Earth has been working on a beautiful scene like the Grand Canyon for the last tens of thousands of years and more. So if not millions of years, but it's been an amazing experience to showcase and bring innovation to such a natural showcase and beauty. And then we continue our trip. So from the Grand Canyon, we continue west towards Las Vegas. Of course, beautiful scenarios and scene along the route. We are continuing to collect data of different environment, different style of driving, different routes. It's very important to train the EVI with multiple scenarios and scene. And then we reach Las Vegas the day before CES. We have done another couple of beautiful pictures and images, but also tested the vehicle more. Pietro had a lot of fun here. I was recording. Electra Beast is really behaving quite well on the dust and so on. But Pietro, tell us more about that experience.
Yes, we wanted to test a bit the performance of the vehicle on a hard terrain, and we found a secondary road just very close to the highway, and we took the chance to do some acceleration test again, of course, for collecting data, and also some drifting, scenic drifting, to get some nice videos to bring with us.
It was also a time for celebration because we have done 14 states, 8 days of traveling, training the neural network and the algorithm, our EVI brain for batteries. We are very excited with the results. We are very glad and happy with the results. From EVI 306 adaptive control embedded to XC in the front of the vehicle was behaving quite well. As we spoke about, EVI intelligent display range expert worked extremely well. And then we were monitoring the battery along the route with full safe solution and visibility thanks to EVI fleet analytics. So we are very excited. So we are relieved by the trip, very excited about the products and the solution, and we are happy to bring it to CES, adding a fourth product called the Empower Design Suite that we are able to showcase at CES 2025. So great job by the Electra team, amazing effort. The engineering team worked so hard. The operation and marketing team worked very hard, as well as the people team. Everybody was a collaborative effort. 8 of us were there. CES was amazing. So for the first time, we went there with our own booth. We have participated 3 years before in the 3 different booths, from BlackBerry ones, NXP, and Texas Instrument. But finally, Electra grew up. We had our own booth. We brought the Electra Beast with our brain for batteries that, as you can see, we installed it in the front of the vehicle, representing a ghost unit of the BMS, because we didn't want to remove the Tesla BMS for safety reason. So we created a ghost unit and flash and install our embedded software solution in it. It was very busy. Over 1,000 people stopped by the booth, hundreds of companies. We had several tens of follow-up meetings. We actually received the great news of a purchase order that we received, as well as a couple of companies that we are signing MOU with. So the team was amazing, 8 great people, but we are backed by more than 40 people in the different locations around the world. How did you enjoy CES, Pietro?
Really a great event. I'm very glad and very happy that Electra gave me this opportunity to participate this year. And it's the most important fair in the world, and for us it was the most important event for sure of the year. Happy that there will be more to come. But I would say at least for 2024 was the most important, all the preparation that we did, because as I also said, sometimes the journey is more important than the destination. And as Fabrizio explained, it was really a team effort. All the company was actively participating for showcasing our products and technology at this event.
Yes, and Electra has been the first company in the world that demonstrated a AI-powered brain for batteries, fully deployed into a vehicle, in this case a Tesla Cybertruck, Cyberbeast, that we call it Electrabeast, to showcase a AI ML algorithm flash at the edge with the machine learning capabilities at the edge, plus a fully integrated cloud connectivity. We were the first one in the world, showcasing first with the Fiat 500e, traveling all over Europe, from Turin to Paris to London. And as we just showed you here, we're able to demonstrate this in the United States with one of the most iconic vehicle ever deployed and created, the Tesla Cyberbeast. The technology works so well, the product is ready to go and be implemented in as many applications as possible. Not only electric vehicles, but also stationary storage, industrial machines, and robotics. We are very excited about what next. Pietro and I and the rest of the team already discussed about the next big demonstration. We have done 2 vehicles. Maybe we'll do something else, so stay tuned for more. Follow us on electravehicles.com. We have all our social media, whether YouTube channel, you can subscribe and follow us, comment, ask questions, as well as LinkedIn and X. You will follow us and you can find us there, Electra Vehicles. So make sure to stay tuned. Big news are coming up, big announcements and big demos. But CES 2025 has been a blast. So thank you all for following through our journey and stay tuned for more.